What's up, amigos? It's the Prodigy Maker Minute with yours truly, Chris Lewitt. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. On this Prodigy Maker Minute, I want to talk about how much elite juniors train per day, how many hours per day, and what's typical in a junior's developmental pathway. And I get this question a lot from parents, and it depends obviously on the kid and their ability and their level. But in general, the standard schedule for let's say a top-ranked sectional junior would be a couple hours of tennis per day after school. So each day after school, you assume the player's in regular school and they would go to practice for a couple hours, and maybe if they're ambitious would add a private lesson onto the practice day. And maybe if they're ambitious and smart, they would do some injury prevention or a little bit of off-court work on their fitness. And I think the most important thing is preventing injuries. So a couple hours of tennis per day is pretty standard, and that could be 5 to 6 days per week. Some kids try to push it a little more, and maybe go on a 7 to 10 day cycle with the day off, some of the more ambitious kids. Some kids at the high sectional level or the lower level national rank will also maybe add in some morning sessions, maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, like some morning sessions, maybe a private lesson in the morning or private hit in the mornings to try to get a little edge on the competition that's only training after school, that couple hours after school. So that's common. Or you could go in the mornings and serve. I have some of my students go and serve targets in the morning to try to get their serve reps in, or it could be a hitting session in the morning, could be a lesson in the morning. You could possibly also do fitness in the morning. You could do some of your fitness or gym sessions in the morning and break it up that way. But that's a standard schedule for most of the highly ranked juniors at a regional level or a low national level. And when you start going up higher in the country and internationally, it gets a little more ambitious. In Spain, for example, for the academy kids, they'll train typically 3 to 3.5 to 4 hours per day, split in half. That's the tennis time. And then they'll do 2 to 2.5 hours of fitness, also split in half into 2 sessions. So 2 sessions of fitness a day, 2 sessions of tennis a day. And so you can see that kids who are in that kind of program over the course of several years will improve immensely and will improve at a faster rate than the kids typically who are doing just an after school. So that's why you see the rush from a lot of serious players to go to an academy, to live in an academy and train in that kind of schedule. That's very common as players start to get more serious. So that's kind of an elite schedule, twice a day training of tennis, twice a day training of fitness. In some academies in other parts of the world, they don't do quite as much fitness training. In Spain, they're known for doing almost 50-50 fitness and tennis in terms of a ratio, or 60-40. But that's typical for a daily schedule of hours per day. Couple hours after school is standard. And as you get more elite, it's going to be double sessions. And the only way to get double sessions is with a modified school schedule. So that means online school or some kind of modified school arrangement with your school, or possibly homeschooling. So that's why there's also a rush for kids to get alternate schooling so that they can accommodate more hours per day for their training. If you enjoyed this Prodigy Maker Minute, please consider listening and watching my big show, The Prodigy Maker Show. It's available on this YouTube channel live and also on all the podcasting platforms that are available. Guys, I will see you on the next program.